Good afternoon, folks. This is Deb. We are going to start off and just start talking about Donald Trump's attack on Iran. Okay, so let's talk about this. Everybody's saying that him taking unilateral action is illegal without congressional approval. We know that the president is the commander-in-chief, and at times when the United States is in danger, he can take unilateral action and give notice within 48 hours. The United States is not in danger, okay? Was not in danger. This is clearly something that Benjamin Netanyahu pushed Trump into doing, and Trump, by all accounts, is a weak man. He presents himself as a strong man. Trump is a weak man, okay? Trump dropped these bombs on 3 nuclear sites in Iran. And according to the United States and Israel, those sites sustained severe damage, but according to Iran and its allies, they did not. So it's going to be a while before we really figure out the truth here, but here's what we do know. I do believe that this will only strengthen the regime in Iran. It will not destroy that regime. And despite, the commentary from J.D. Vance today that we're not in a war with Iran, we're in a war with their nuclear program. That is the most insane fucking statement I've heard. You just dropped bombs on another country. You are at war with Iran. They don't look at it the way you're looking at it, okay? Just like if it had been the other way around, you wouldn't look at it that way either. So let's get real here, okay? Let's get real. We now live in a world where we don't know what's going to happen to American soldiers stationed in that part of the world. There is certainly going to be some kind of retaliation, okay? There may even be retaliation within the United States. And we know once that happens, that this war will expand. And it will continue. And it will not be a one-off where this is all that Donald Trump does is just drop bombs one time. It doesn't work that way. Okay? Iran's not going to sit still for this. And the United States will not sit still for whatever Iran does. Donald Trump has opened up a bucket of worms here. Okay? This is a man who stated in his inauguration speech. I'm going to read this to you. Quote, "We will measure our success not only by the battles we win, but also by the wars that we end, and perhaps most importantly, the wars we never get into." He was going to be the peacetime president. He was going to end the Ukraine war the first day in office. Right? That's not over. And right now, Donald Trump is on board with committing genocide in Gaza. The United States has already announced that they will not continue to support his 2-state solution. Okay? We have ships going to Gaza with humanitarian supplies that are being hijacked, and the United States is sitting back and allowing it to happen. Okay? That is participating in the genocide of the people in Gaza by Benjamin Netanyahu, but with the full approval of the United States government, as far as I'm concerned, okay? He has threatened Denmark over Greenland. He has threatened Canada. He has threatened Panama. Donald Trump is not a peacetime president. In fact, I don't know what the fuck kind of president he is. He is a chaos agent, okay? And this war, as it stands now, is the hot topic out there, which takes attention away from the mess he's creating domestically. He has deployed troops into an American city. Never before in American history has this happened, okay? He's not a peacetime person. There was absolutely no reason to do anything he did with the National Guard or with the Marines in Los Angeles. The city is not burning to the ground. It's all a fabrication. It's a fabrication so he can normalize the militarization of the streets of the United States so there can be no dissent. We will not tolerate that. That must not be tolerated. Donald Trump is destroying this nation from within. He has a very deliberate plan to make this a country of the white and the wealthy. And this war will now be a major distraction for people. And we must not, absolutely not succumb to that. I have said it from the beginning, with this monster in office, and he is a monster, we must learn to multitask, okay? We have to pay attention to what's going on in the Senate with the big ugly bill, because if possible, if it was even possible, the Senate Republicans have made it even worse than it was in the House by a lot of stretches of the imagination. This bill must die somehow, some way. And we are going to have to learn to multitask while Donald Trump is in office, because he is sowing chaos here for a very deliberate reason. We must all be awake. We must all be aware. We must stay on the streets. We must stay focused. We must stay engaged. We must stay on the phones. And the Republican Party must not have one iota of peace until the midterms, when we must absolutely crush this party. I will talk to you all later.